Why am I heart stuck emerald? Are you frustrated that you're stuck in emerald and can't get out? That you're trying to do everything you can, but you still feel like you're stuck? Well, here's the solution. When I say stop making these mistakes, I really mean
you need to stop everything. This needs to stop. Now! This is not okay!
Previously, I made 2 videos on how to climb emerald and provided some tips that should help you climb, but I thought making a short video of all the major mistakes emerald players keep making will help players like me who don't realize the mistake until someone mentions them and explains them get it. Without wasting any time, I'm going to describe the mistakes I keep seeing. Here we go. Don't throw leads. Be conservative in the competitive world of League of Legends. One common pitfall that players often stumble into is the tendency to throw a lead. It's crucial to understand that holding a lead and gradually pressing your advantage is a more effective strategy than forcing plays that can backfire. By being conservative and methodical in your approach, you can maintain control over the game and avoid making rash decisions that lead to unnecessary setbacks. You have to push for a play while you can just chill. When you're in a favorable position, there's no need to rush into engagements or risky plays. By allowing the enemy to overcommit and make mistakes, you can capitalize on their errors and maintain the upper hand without expending unnecessary resources. Moving on to the next subject. Stop tunnel visioning on a support to an extreme extent. One of the most common mistakes players are making is tunnel visioning on a particular target, often a support or seemingly vulnerable player. This narrow focus can lead to an overextension and exposure to enemy counterattacks. It's essential to be aware of the bigger picture, assessing the entire team's positioning and threats rather than fixating on a single enemy. You have to be fluid and flexible based on the enemy's position and ability. There are times when you should finish the enemy if they're low, but this is not one of these moments. While finishing off a low health opponent seems like the right play, if you're having to use everything and having to sacrifice your positioning, it's not worth it. The ability to make quick, informed decisions based on the context of each engagement is a hallmark of skill gameplay. Stop wasting time doing nothing. In the heat of the battle, wasting time accomplishing nothing can be a critical mistake as it hampers your team efficiency and progression. Whether it's farming, securing vision, or making strategic rotations, always find a way to make your in-game moments count and avoid idleness at all costs. Next, stop dying before objectives. Dying right before an objective spawns is a blunder that can have dire consequences for your team. Losing a team member in such a critical moment can significantly reduce your chances of securing the objective or contesting it effectively. It's paramount to prioritize your survival and positioning in the lead up to important objectives to ensure your team's success. Literally do nothing. You don't have to farm in the moment leading up to crucial objectives. You don't always have to be actively engaged in combat or farming. Instead, focus on positioning and preparation, conserving your resources for the impending battle over the objective. By playing for the objective and waiting patiently, you can maximize your team's chances of success. Subsequently, be the MVP. In a team-based game like League of Legends, the burden of taking action should not fall solely on one player's shoulders. Waiting for someone else to make all of the decisions and calls can lead to a lack of coordination and missed opportunities. Be the proactive player who takes initiative, makes informed calls, and contributes to your overall team success. This would then consequently facilitate your ability to win games. Next, not understanding the level gap. Understanding the level gap between you and your opponents is vital in making informed decisions during the game. Underestimating or overestimating your power relative to your enemies can lead to unfavorable engagements. Take into account your levels, items, and champion strengths to make accurate judgments about when to engage and when to exercise caution. Basically, use common sense. If you see someone level 16 and you're level 12, do not fight them 1v1. Following this, stop dying for no reason. Dying without a clear purpose or gain is a costly mistake. Every death in League of Legends grants the enemy team an advantage. It's imperative to value your life and make each death count for something substantial. Whether it's a trade, an object secured, or another strategic advantage. There is no reason to force players to walk into fog of war without an objective or winning fight. Play slow. Moving on. Stop saving flash for the last second. I'm not sure why League of Legends players often hold onto their flash last second for the perfect moment, but if you wait too long and try to flash the last second, this can result in missed opportunities or a death. Don't be afraid to use flash earlier in a skirmish to secure a kill, escape danger, or reposition yourself effectively. If you end up flashing and dying, you just made a huge mistake that puts you even further behind. Next, start poking your enemies. Adding consistent poke damage to your team's strategy can soften up opponents and create opportunities for advantageous engagements. Incorporating poking into your playstyle can chip away enemies' health bars and force them into defensive positions, increasing your team's control of the battlefield. Every poke adds up eventually, and something that seems so small plays a huge role during the laning phase. Finally, avoid blindly following your teammates and instead focus on your role and responsibilities within your team composition. Don't lose sight of objectives that win the game, so ping them off plays you know will go downhill. I do want to say, people love not listening, so at least you try to warn them. If you're getting better and making these mistakes less often because you're learning from them, that's all that really matters. Overall, these points encompass essential aspects of playing League of Legends effectively because it emphasizes the need for adaptability, intelligent decision making, and a proactive approach to each match. I guarantee everyone is making these mistakes repeatedly because if everyone says they're losing their games because of their teammates, then someone has to be lying or oblivious they're the problem. Hopefully you're able to learn something, and if you did, you should totally like and subscribe to my channel for more coaching content. Have a sublime day, guys.